okay, who is life supposed to be for? Like, how does anyone take this shit seriously? Like, I've been thinking about like fucking impact and all that shit, meaning, or all that kind of stuff where, I don't know, we're like forced to accept this like existence and like consciousness like right in front of us, right in front of our gaze, in terms of like how we deal with shit or like whatever, because we haven't been programmed to just literally sit here and like wait to die. Like, we all insist that we're supposed to take part into some sort of like made up competition, whether it's shit online, capitalism, whatever, like stupid cliques and all these like dumb freaking useless like social dynamics that like we have to deal with on a daily fucking basis because, oh, we're social creatures, blah blah blah, all this fucking like nonsense that doesn't even fucking matter. And I guess it's only like one or two things. I only care about myself and do things strictly for me, or I dedicate my life to other people and their like dumb, useless, boring thoughts and like all that kind of stuff. And overall, it still doesn't even really feel that satisfying. So what character are people like seriously trying to develop? Because like all this shit is just, to be drained until we're dead. To be drained until we're dead. And don't even come at me with like a religion or something like that, because I have no idea how anybody takes that seriously. Like, it's a cope, much like anything else, but at least with like a lot of things, that's more obvious of a cope than like a whole bunch of like other things, because I mean, what else is the other option? Like, let's say like kill yourself or like whatever. But it's like, okay, humans, when it comes to like survival, essentially generally agree on like the things that I guess we would quote as like actually necessary. So shelter, food, water, all this kind of stuff, regardless of like where you're from, even if it's not like fancy shit, even if you live in like a tribe in like buttfuck nowhere, nobody really knows about you, I don't know, say you have like a hut or something, and even if you don't buy food at like a fucking grocery store, I don't know, you get out there with your fucking spear and then like kill an animal, gut it, cook it, whatever, and then like, eat essentially. But one of the things that separate people would be religion and all different kinds of gods. That you can project anything that like you fucking want. And if you raise generations of people believing this stupid shit, they'll buy it as their self-confirmation bias, because this lie has just been spread for generations to generations to generations. So, that's cap. Like, religion is really fucking dumb if you ask me. Like okay, if you believe that, whatever. I can't stop you from believing that, right? And you can't stop me from believing whatever the fuck I want. So, whatever. To each their own, I guess. But I mean, fuck that. Even though we say that, we still criticize other ideologies, right? If you don't like what I'm saying, then, like ergo, yeah, criticizing my ideology. I criticize yours if it doesn't make sense to me. Blah, 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 back and forth. And I don't know. If we're with people that already agree with us, we don't necessarily have to like fucking argue or debate or have any form of like confrontation, like in the slightest. But oh, if we're with other people, we challenge each other's beliefs, this or that, or like, I don't know, we're always going through some sort of like filtration process, because everything is a lie and everything is a cope that was, designed to make us think, oh, we're doing the right thing, even though all of these like arbitrary standards are just like simply made up and like stuff like that, and like we're all just going to be drained and we're all just going to fucking die. And like, it's not even a question about like what will it like amount to, because like it's so stupid. Like, okay, I've been saying that religion is dumb and it's a cope, much how like everything is actually dumb and a stupid fucking cope, because like we're fucking pathetic and we think we need to matter, even though we don't. We play this like make-believe where even if we crush other ideas, crush this, crush that, we need to hold on to the ones that we consider are not fairy tales and the truth, even though actually it is a fairy tale. It's just fairy tales and fairy tales fighting each other to like, I don't know, somehow make some sort of like, I don't know, pave the way for like either yourself or like the other people that you just want to help and guide, whether it's to like Jesus or whether it's to like, I don't know, your fucking political agenda, like anything. Like, it's always about the agendas. It's always about the agendas, and it's always about like trying to fucking like recruit people. But yeah, because I'm saying that, like, for example, religion is dumb and I don't believe in like any experience like after death, like what does it matter? Like, if people say good things about me, I'm not even going to be there to witness it. If people say bad things about me, I'm not even going to be there to, like, witness it. So, like, what is this, like, made-up idea that I'm essentially hypothetically just, like, pretending to, go with if I hypothetically engage in that? What is that made-up, like, projection that you're going through if, like, you just, like, go with that? Because, like, what is it to think that like we have to leave something of like importance? The fuck is this YouTube channel even? Like this like YouTube channel of mine. Like, okay, hypothetically, let's say I like blow up, I don't know, and like things like that. Like after I die, all of this shit could be deleted. I mean, if I'm popular enough, people could hypothetically post like re-uploads and like whatnot. But it's like, I mean, not really the point though. The point though is that like I will not be there to witness any of it, because death is just simply the lack of like experience and like whatnot. And it's nothing, because life itself is nothing. Everything is so trivial and it's like so fucking stupid. So it's like I'm constantly caught in this battle between like, okay, why do I have to care about myself so much? Why do I have to be so fucking narcissistic? Because I have moments where I'm like super fucking full of myself, even though I'm just like empty and blank inside, where it's like I'm desperately trying to like compensate. And the only thing that I see of life is everybody else desperately trying to like fucking like compensate. But like the only difference is that like mostly everybody else are a bunch of like loser pussies that can't admit that that's what we are all doing. But I don't know. At least when we're dead, I want to say we can say fuck it to all of it, but it's like, no, we're dead. We won't be saying anything. The mental masturbation will be over. The same day-to-day repetitive shit that doesn't actually matter will continue to not matter, but I guess we just don't have to do it anymore, because then we'll just be maggot food, then we'll just be this, and it's like, I don't know. Life is garbage, and life knows that it's garbage, because you know why? We die. So what does that indicate? All that means is that it takes itself out. I don't care if you want to talk about your Bible or your Quran and have like your stupid fucking debate club over, oh my gosh, how do we interpret this verse? How do we interpret that verse? And then there's like so many denominations of like Christianity, and like so many interpretations of how like Muslims are going to be, because like, oh, they're not all terrorists, right? Yeah, sure, not all of them are terrorists. Or it's like, I don't know, be this, be that. It's just like people just accept the things that have been programmed into them essentially since like the day that they've been born. And sure, maybe I do as well. I'm sure I must have bias much like everybody else, but it's like I am constantly asking the questions in my mind 24/7 because I never actually get any answers. Because see, that's the thing about life. It's just an idea. Because I said it's mental masturbation, you can only ask questions, but you never actually get conclusions. At some point, people, the fucking NPC motherfuckers of the world, which is, you know, everybody just living their delusion. I'm living my delusion, so I'm like, I'm not even like that much better, but it's like, I don't know, I just can't be an NPC in the same way that like everybody else is, because like I can't get the built-in script hypothetically. I wish I could simply just accept that ignorance is bliss. Sure, you probably wouldn't say it's ignorance is bliss like to yourself, but it's like, oh, what is the kinder, more like better way to say it that makes you sound, oh, more there, more secure, even though you actually don't know jack shit. Like when you say something like, oh, you don't have to overthink, don't overthink it, or like blah blah blah, this or like no, we're all still fucking stupid. Everything is fucking stupid, dumb, and it's bullshit, and it's nonsense, and it's like, and it's whatever like word that I can think of that has been socially taught for me to say, because we get languages from like other people, right? How would I even know the foundation of my thought that wasn't programmed into me by everybody else? So what even is this display of like expression that I'm like doing right now? Is it like is it even something? I mean, no, not really, because nothing is ever anything. The moment we're here, we're just drifting off seconds and seconds and seconds up until that we're fucking dead. So I don't know, like when I think about this impact that like I leave onto like the world or like some shit, like it doesn't matter. Why does it matter to me? Why does it matter to like anybody? Because like regardless of what I do, you'll filter it through whatever the fuck you want, right? I filter shit through like whatever the fuck lens that I think I'm able to rationalize or like make sense of, and like that's all anybody's doing. It's all just cope. It's all just like, oh, flip the switch, there's a missing hole, so I gotta put like layers and layers and layers of it in terms of like ideologies, people, things that I look up to, things that I want to like, I don't know. And I'll just keep spinning and spinning and spinning like a circle. Like think of it as like the circumference of a circle, like pi. It keeps going on and on and on. But then again, so what? You can keep finding, right? Finding, you can keep like searching, but there's nothing there. If you don't have anything to look for, of course you can put layers and layers and layers. You can always build a house of cards taller than what it will be, but it's always a house of cards. Like how pi is always going infinitely, numbers and numbers and numbers, okay, whatever. But it's like, you stop at one point, because everything has to die. Everything has to end. So all it says about everything is that just like it's complete fucking coincidence, and it's stupid and it's dumb and it doesn't matter. And even with all that negativity, sure, I can also have happy moments, but even that's also stupid and dumb. I mean, like, fun's fun, but it's not even a requirement. Nothing is a requirement. It's just shit happening. And when I say shit happening in like the literal emptiness that like what it is. Like when I said that, I'm sure you projected something onto it, but like, no, that's not even what I mean. I didn't mean anything. I said what I was programmed to say. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna end it with this. Everything's idiotic.